Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light, and you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. Needed 16, they got 17 on third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
On 1st and 10, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down. Jones escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a carry here for the fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw, and he fires one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now Jones on 1st down. And Davis with it left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Gone, gone.
Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
1st down, Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Brissett. It got his man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the 1st.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Brissett. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked to...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Shaq Lawson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Over! Watch it now, Barney!
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Flushed out right, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Lucky 56. Gun!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And out now come the Eagles. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Being chased down, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Flex round!
They'll try and throw for it here. This is caught. It's Cooks. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. We're set on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Brissett. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll throw again. Brissett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Into the air once more, it's Brissett. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
On 1st down, Jones. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Jones back to the air on 2nd down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jones. Off play action. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jones now, off the play fake. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure it's something.
Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll throw now on the final play. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
A first down throw for Brissett. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Brissett now on 2nd down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. He got 29 yards that time.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kenny Clark forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. It's 3rd and long for Brissett, and that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Jones, throwing on 1st down. Now he's flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Washington. 51 yards. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones eluding the pressure right. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and the Eagles have recovered. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Here's Brissett. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Brissett to throw on 1st. Flush to his right. Airing it out deep for... And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting to drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Big Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 66 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Detroit!
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Ohio! Ohio!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On 1st and 10, Brissett. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all.
And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Ohio! Ohio!
A second down throw for Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
Play fake, Brissett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be.
This is caught at the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put the...
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Joey Bosa getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
Flex round! Flex round!
Second down, Brissett. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And an alley to run. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Jones, off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Callaway taking it in left side. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
First down, Brissett. 20. And he finds a man on the crossing route. They give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Brissett again. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that will shave one more off this lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Shaq Lawson able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Jones off the play fake. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6, and the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going, but it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Brissett now, flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Gordon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes a lot.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Detroit! Detroit!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz.
It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Redskins, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now.